Welcome to Trading Lounge and the Bitcoin report for Tuesday, November the 22nd. So we're dropping lower as expected. So from the top here, this is a weekly chart as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 here. And then we're looking for wave 5 down here. Now, it's okay for wave 5 to be sort of shorter than the other structures, but you know, not that short. So we could look at something. I always like to look at it in terms of not that it's a hard and fast rule or anything, but sort of 60% roughly of that move. That didn't move quite correctly there, did it? It's a bit of an archaic way of doing it, but still. So I would sort of expect it, you know, in that sort of vicinity, sort of, so to speak, you know. I mean, just within reason, comparing these three legs here, you know, to having 60% of this one or this one would be, you know, and plus coming into this low area back here would also make sense as well of all of that. Okay, so so we've been looking at this move here as well. Let's just go in and have a bit of a look at it. So I think we could start at the intraday at 50k ticks here. So we've got 1 and 2 here. So we've been talking about wave 4 over here. I could have gone to the daily chart, but gives me a little bit more room to move here. So we've looked at this as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. And I know that was really weird and upset a lot of people, but the proof is in the pudding. So wave 1 and 2 here. And this leg here, as I mentioned before, is a little bit short as a wave 3, but it's possible. But we're going to have a look at it in a couple of different ways, okay? So between wave 4 here and wave 5 down here, so we were looking, you know, we could probably end up, I don't know, below 10, you know, that would be pretty exciting, I reckon. So, well, exciting for me anyway. So we're looking at wave 1 here and 2 here. And wave 3 here, you know, the normal thing is it to be longer than wave 1 here. So coming into such a large number here would make a bit of sense, and then some sort of wave 4 and then some sort of wave 5 coming into play. That's how how I've always seen it. Now, the other way to view this as well, it's probably not right, and I'll probably get stuff chucked at me again for it, but I could put wave 1 here. I could put wave 2 over here. It's a bit of a thing with an A wave here, an A, B, C for the B wave, and up for the C wave here. Okay, so an A wave, an A, B, C for the B wave, and then up for the C wave here. So down for 1, back for 2 over here. I've just made them a little bit bigger so we can see them properly. And then we could look at this as wave 3 here, and then this rally here as wave 4, and then look at wave 5 coming down. So a shorter distance coming down. Look, it's a long shot, and it's, you know, it's just grasping at straws really, but it's possible, you know. The most important level between 10 and 20 is 15. It's just the halfway mark. And, you know, once 15 becomes, I call it a medium level, is always halfway between two major levels. So if the 15 becomes the retested resistance here, you know, by some sort of pattern like this, you know, it makes the first low and then it breaches the first low, then that's retested resistance, right? So then if this becomes the resistance, you can be pretty much assured that it's going to be sucked down into this magnet here, you know. 13 is the next important number here, which is another major trading level, because when we talk about the trading levels, we're talking about Fibonacci as a price ratio. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, but when we put in 13 here, we put in 10 because we go back to the beginning again and use the power of 10, 20, 30, 50, 80, and then we go to 100, 200, 300, 500. It's just fractals. Anyway, it's grasping at straws, but 1, 2, 3, and 4 coming into this little high here, and then 5 waves down here. So in the 5 waves, we could look at this as wave 1 here and 2 here, and coming into 3, 4, and 5 here, bouncing off the 13 perhaps, and then moving back up at that point. Long shot, but and you know, I don't want to sort of breathe hope into the situation, but I mean, I'm pretty excited about it coming down here, you know, and I'm losing a ton of money over all of this, but I just think this you know, this is what's going on at the moment with everything. It's like a you know, smart people don't really make the same mistake twice, you know. So once we've flushed out all the dickwicks, like what's his name, Sam Bankman-Fried, I can't believe, you know, I've been in the industry for a long time, and I've seen this time and time and time again when you know, companies use client funds to start trading. That's why I always say to people, never put any money with a broker that does trading themselves. It's just too dangerous. That's the thing that trips them up all the time. You just want whatever broker that you're using for whatever product, you just want somebody to execute trades, and that's it. If they trade themselves, it's not a good sign. But anyway, I think the good news is that, you know, smart people don't make the same mistake twice. So once this sort of all flushes out here, you know, we get way down, back down here again, you know, the news is just going to get worse. So any sort of newbies in the trading world, what you've got to understand is that the old adage of buying when there's blood on the street. So when the media and even other professionals start to roll over and talk about Bitcoin in a negative light, you know, that's the time you need to start looking at buying. So you don't want to be listening to them. This will be, you know, Bitcoin's been through like 13 of these crashes, and we've gone through them, you know, in a bit of detail before. And this will be, the prices down here will be such an opportunity that we won't see again, you know, because, you know, when this whole thing finishes, then this market will move and make new highs again. You know, it might come back and rest, you know, if it goes to 130 or something, or, you know, dances around the 100 mark, you know, it can come back to the, you know, 65 and the 50,000 and sit on that. But coming back down into here is a gift. so don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Let's go in and have a look at this on a 5-tick chart here. So we've been looking at 1 and 2 here, and then we've been looking down. We were looking for an A wave and a B wave and a C wave here, but we didn't get the C wave in here, and we still could get it. You know, there could be still some sort of thing over here with some sort of A, B, and C over here, and something over here for this. But otherwise, we'll have to look at this as wave 2 here, with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which we pointed out before. We can put wave 2 over to here as an A and a B and a C, and then 1 and 2, and then here we've got 1 and 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here for the third wave, fourth wave that can pull all the way back up to the fourth wave here, and then the fifth wave here that will bounce off the 15 here. Right, they'll be bouncing off that, so we can put in wave 3 here, and then there'll be wave 4, and then there'll be wave 5 somewhere here, wave 5, and that will be of 3, and then there'll be wave 4 if this is going to be the pathway, and then there's going to be wave 5 down here depending on how far it comes down. So you kind of get the message here, you know. we'll fill in the dots, we'll keep refining it, but it'll be along those. If it's going to come down, that's how it's going to come down. It's breached this low here, so and it hasn't finished. From this high here, it hasn't finished in 5 waves down here. So there's only 2 things it could be. It could be the thing that I'm showing you now. That would be one thing. The other thing is that because it's taken that low out here, the only other thing that it could do is give you 5 waves up here and then crash. So they're the only 2 things that it could really do at this point, you know. Okay, well that's really all I got to say about the whole thing. Really, we've breached, we've made a new low. It'll probably keep coming at this point, but there's, as I mentioned before, there's no way that I could turn bullish unless we had this number here as the support, you know. And really, this rejection of that number has taken a long time, and you know, with the Bankman-Fried repercussions, there's still a lot we don't know, obviously, you know. So it's all coming to light at the moment, so we don't know what other damages can be done and how that affects the market and so on. But I just don't think that it's over at this stage. Anyway, that's that. Alrighty, thanks for tuning in. Cheers.